Hi guys, welcome to another Extra Talk. We got a lot of topics to discuss today, and we have a new guest amongst us. That's Hamza. Welcome, Hamza.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. And of course, one of our main panel members, Papimento. You all know him. Welcome, Papi.
Hi, Ajax.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Hamza, welcome to the show. First of all, can you tell us something more about yourself and also why you want to appear on our channel? Because we're, of course, want to know you.
Yeah, sure. My name is Hamza. I'm 36 years old. I'm playing football since I was 5 years old. And now I'm a coach right now. And since the pandemic, I started my own channel on YouTube about football. And I've seen your show on YouTube and I checked it. So I sent via Twitter, I sent a tweet to Sahbi, I think, asking him to let me join you. Yeah, so here I am, I think.
Great that you're being here right now. Also, you're not like a typical only Ajax fan, right? But you do follow the club like intensively.
Yes, so, I follow the club since I think '95. When they win the World Cup for clubs against Grêmio.
Yeah.
I remember I was at school. The teacher let us watch the game. So since then, I'm following Ajax and football in general.
Great. I have exactly the same experience. We are about the same age, so
okay.
This is a story that I could have told. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So let's start, guys. We have a lot to discuss. First of all, Hamza, let me start with you. How would you rate the season so far for Ajax?
This season for Ajax, I would rate it between a 7 and an 8. I think because Ajax had a difficult start with a 4-0 loss against PSV for the Johan Cruyff Schaal. After that, it was Twente where they lost points. Against Zwolle was a win, but a very bad game. If you look at the football they played, they won it, but the type of football, it wasn't like Ajax. We know Ajax, but from the Champions League game against Sporting, it was phenomenal. I think very good, attractive football. You know, I think the best game I watched for so far in this season at all. Yet in the world, I think it was a very good game. They are on a good position in Europe. Number one at the table in the Eredivisie, so I think it's a very good start for Ajax.
Yeah, I think it could have gone worse. Exactly. What about you, Papi?
Almost the same, man. I mean, look, yesterday before the Utrecht game, Juan asked me the same thing, and I was like, I would give them an 8. Johan Cruyff Cup came too soon. We weren't really fit then, and I understand the first match of the Eredivisie, we played that 2-2, right? The draw. Yep. So I understand that it came too soon, and we were still building up our fitness levels, our form. I really think we did good in the Champions League. Sporting was beforehand one of the most dreaded teams to play against, and we had a great score. So yeah, I'm just gonna say 7, just because I still have a bad taste from the Utrecht game. It was seriously terrible, with a lot of question marks still on my mind.
Yeah, it makes total sense what you're saying, because you're not winning easily in Portugal, because those away games are harsh. You can ask Barcelona. They lost 3-0 against Benfica recently, so that was really a really good performance.
Dortmund only had 1-0 against Sporting, so
yeah,
it just tells you how strong they can be, and maybe Ajax got them at the perfect moment. I don't know.
Yeah, and it went fast also, that game, because before we knew it, there were already a few goals. So it's hard to come back from that score, So
didn't close it either, Ajax.
Sorry?
They didn't close the gaps. Like, it was
Nope.
really open that game.
Yeah, it was an open game. So you both are rather positive for the season so far, but your opinion is a little bit changed since yesterday because of the Utrecht game. Otherwise, it would be a point higher, Papimento?
Yeah. I'm only giving whole numbers, so yes, 8
Yeah.
would have been my game.
No halfsies.
No halfsies. So yeah, 7 now.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so in the same line of how the season is going, please tell me both who you think performed best from the player group, and who not only performed best, but also which player impressed you the most. So I want to hear 2 players from you in both categories, and please explain to me why. Hamza, you take this one.
Yes, I think the player that performed the best is for me Timber. He's in my eyes the best defender in the Netherlands. There's a certain factor in the defense at that age is very hard. He don't lose 1-versus-1 duels. I can remember if he ever this season lost one. Maybe yeah, it was a little bit of mistake, but no problem. But for me, Timber is the best performing player at Ajax because he's young and he's acting very experienced, very old. If you see him play, he's not scared to play the ball forward. He don't play the ball only to his left or to his right. If he have the ball, he can dribble it forward. So top player for me, really top player.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Of course, he's phenomenal, and
Yeah.
especially at that age. And
Yeah.
which player like impressed you the most? So yeah, you have your best player in your opinion is Timber, but do you
Yeah.
also have a player amongst the group that like impressed you the most that you didn't expect this season?
For me, that's Mazraoui. Impressed me. He got the last 2 years. He got a lot of injuries. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he didn't play. But for me, I didn't expect for him to reach this level. I know he's good. He's also was part of the Moroccan squad. So for me, it's also yeah, that's something that I follow. But like I said, Mazraoui for me impressed me because he got a lot of injuries, and I think the right side of Ajax can play on this level because of him. He's sometimes a right back, sometimes a right midfielder, sometimes a right striker. So sometimes he's center striker. He impressed me a lot because he scores now. He gives us assists. Normally before he didn't he didn't score that many goals. He didn't give that many assists to his teammates, and now this year he started very well with this.
Yeah, it looks like he has set a goal for himself, right? Because
Yeah, I
he's
think so.
penetrating the box more. He's more playing with link-up play in front, and not
Yes.
only going wide to the corner, but also
Exactly.
penetrating the box and being able to position himself into a shooting position to score a
Yes.
goal. This is a big difference because he didn't do that much in the past. So yeah, I agree. He has been phenomenal for us. What about you,
Yes.
Papimento?
Man, I just want to react with, like, I don't agree with the whole we didn't see that before. I think Mazraoui was amazing in our 18-19 run, Champions League. And he showed us already that he's a baller. So for me, it's not like a shock. I just knew that he had a lot of injuries to deal with. So that might have taken him off the top form for a long time, like keeping that form. And Anthony last year, it was his first year. So it was also the combination Mazraoui, Anthony wasn't really there yet. And I feel like this year Anthony made steps and Mazraoui and Anthony are feeling each other much better. And that's what you're seeing. But Mazraoui is always a top player for me, very important for Ajax. Timber, amazing player. I had him also as a top player. Anthony, also top for me this season. He grew a lot. Like, it's not like last year. He's making more runs. He's getting more to the back line. He's preparing a lot for the Ajax team, and I think the right side of Ajax has been the most dominant for Ajax so far. You know, like most things start there or are being created there. But the most impressive must be for me Berghuis. I don't like him that much, but to go from a right winger to a number 10 and still get those stats, you have to give him some props, right?
I'm quite surprised that you're mentioning him, because I thought maybe I had to pull it out of you, because we all know what your opinion was about him prior to the
Yeah,
season.
but we all know as well, like I would be pissed if he would put Anthony on the bench to play Berghuis.
Exactly.
So if you put Klaas on the bench, for me, that's the same, you know?
It's
Berghuis or
yeah,
Klaas,
yeah, I understand.
we're good.
But let's put it a little bit into perspective. The part about Masraoui, of course, he's a baller, and I'm also one of his biggest fans. But the difference from me is he's penetrating the box more. He's making more positions that he can score from, and he's combining more in the center of the field also. That's what I meant with my remark. But yeah, I totally agree. He's been our best right back for a while, and he's just been, yeah, it's unfortunate that he was injured so much. So I want to ask you guys an additional little question in this category. Which player disappointed you the most this season so far? Because we now highlight the top player. We highlight the one that impressed you the most. Is there a player that disappointed you also from our main squad? And who? Let's go with you, Hamza.
For me, it's Blind.
Wow.
Sure.
Serious?
Yeah, serious. He's a very good player on the ball, but the last couple of games, I don't think he reached his level where he used to reach. So for me, I will go with Blind. Besides Blind, there's no one who's really, that bad, I think. Blind is a very good player. Don't get me wrong. He's very good at the ball. Is one of the best, I think, in Europe. But the last couple of games, he was making mistakes. Mistakes that he didn't make, that he didn't used to make. That's why he, it's a little bit.
I do get where you're coming from, because if his passing play is not up to par, you know,
Yeah.
then there's not that much defensively that he can rely on.
Exactly. Yes. So if he's not playing the ball through the lines in between the areas, if he don't do that, then yeah, he's not a great defender. It's not like Timber or Martinez. Tagliafico. Yes. So he got to.
We can also argue that yesterday Blind didn't start the game.
Yeah.
And
That's.
we saw that we weren't creating as many chances as we used to.
Sure.
You can also say, he's being posted on a left back position, not really his position. He should be actually central, but he doesn't want to take away Martinez or Gravenberg on that position.
Yeah.
And I agree actually with the coach for not doing that, because they're better defenders than he is.
Well, not yesterday, because Gravenberg was terrible yesterday.
Well, yeah, so
he could have left Tagliafico in the match and just substituted Blind instead of Gravenberg. That would have worked with Alvarez, and maybe we would have like better play on the midfield. But
yeah, and it's I think it's a normal decision of the coach to put Tagliafico at the left back, because Utrecht had a very fast Silla, very fast player winger. So Blind is not the fastest one. So otherwise they give the long ball, and every time you get trouble. But for me, Blind is a very good player, but he disappointed me a little bit because of a lot of not good passes, that kind of things.
Yeah. I agree. What about you, Papimento? What's the player that disappointed you the most up until now?
Well, there are only two that come to mind, and I'm gonna start with the one you don't expect so much, and that is, I think, Tadic. Just because we know the level Tadic can bring and the stats he put up last couple of years, I think this season has started rough for him, and he's not showing the real Tadic yet. Maybe also because Blind is his partner on the left side, and it's not the best couple for him to really excel. But I think like it's not the Tadic we know. The stats and the goals and the assists he usually makes, like the miss he got when Haller gave him the ball
at the left post, right?
Oh yeah.
That's not Tadic like, he would never miss something like that. So he may be out of form this season. So I would start with that, but that's more because he has a lot of potential and I rate him so high. But the player that frustrates me the most till now is Haller.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to say Haller because it's really easy, but yeah.
But is it? Did we pay 22 million for a striker that isn't going to link up play with you, isn't going to head the ball away or link up with a player on the central position? But we only have to judge him on his finishing, and then he misses those big ass chances for Utrecht. Then I have to be critical, man. That's your top earner right there.
Yes.
Sahbi said it well in last game talk. If he's not scoring his chances, what else can we judge him on? Because his link-up play isn't like the best. His passing is sometimes below par if he manages to make the passes. So if he's not scoring like he did in the Champions League and he's missing chances, he sooner rather has a bad grade than other players that has more different qualities, So I agree with you on that. But also,
you know me, right? I've been always critical, for instance, also on Huntelaar, because Huntelaar, typical striker, don't ask much of him, but in the box he always scores. But he was clinical. If you compare him to what Haller is, he does even less as a link-up player. And he's not as clinical in the box. And we're paying much more for him. So
and you let Brobbey go.
And Brobbey, we didn't have
let's not start that subject because we will be overdue. I do have to ask an additional question about Tadic because you said it well with his link-up partner, Blind in this case. I think Tagliafico is maybe better suitable for him because he goes more to the box and goes up high, But also what we have to take into consideration, his stats are always good. Also this season. So Tadic is not underperforming, but I think he's less in the spotlight than last season because in the last games, the right position, the whole right side of the field was phenomenal. Mazraoui and Anthony were crazy together in certain matches. So the team also searches for them earlier than they search for Tadic on the left side. So he is not being involved as much, I think, in the play as before, because usually it was the go-to guy to the left side and try to create something. I think this is also part of the situation.
But I'm not only talking about stats, Ajax. I'm also talking about he sometimes used to show something brilliant on the ball. And I'm missing kind of that extra level that he can create space or shoot from the 16 or an impossible goal or an impossible assist. He had those. And it's far less. Maybe because Haller is missing all those assists. I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe we're a bit spoiled also. Because I can remember, I do not know which match it was. Maybe it was the last match, but he made a dribble and he passed a few opponents and then he gave the assist.
Yeah,
that was against Besiktas. That was quite phenomenal. So that was that kind of moment. So he still has it, but maybe less than in the past. I agree with that. Okay, thanks guys for your input. I mostly agree with you. Also, as a team, we gave a grade. We highlighted some players. Now I want to know from you guys in which areas we can still improve as a team. So let's start with Papimento this time.
Okay. I think having the same level of the bench players coming in, being in form, like, yesterday you see Neres really struggling, not getting the level you expect from a backup winger. I think Darami also just started, needs time to develop. But if your bench can come on the field and have, let's say, 80 or 90% the same level as what you're taking off, you'll have a great campaign this season. That's why it hurts yesterday that you lose when Tagliafico and Neres come in, to play, because they get blamed automatically, which is not only their fault. That's one. I think we should be more consistent. but that's a hard thing to ask because we have a lot of youngsters in the team. You can see that with Gravenberg, the one game he will be excellent. Against Utrecht, he was nowhere. I think Timber showed really like the consistency that you need, but that's a one-off, right? I don't think all youngsters can do that. And I feel like the coach is like missing the chances, like not being clinical enough. If we improve on that, I think we will come very far in the Champions League.
Yeah, I agree. You make some sensible points. Do you think also with the part of the clinical situation that you just described, do you think we should play Haller as a different kind of striker? Just not let him try to make those link-up plays, but let him stay deep and just be that clinical finisher we know that he can be. Because maybe if you give him less tasks to do, he can really focus on the thing that he excels in.
Which task are we talking about? He's not linking
yeah,
up.
he's
dropping
a bit. He's dropping a bit deep. He's trying to make the headers that go long to him, and he's losing a lot of those headers. So,
but yeah, that's true. He's losing a lot of those headers, but he is coming in those positions to score.
yeah,
it's not like he's not in those positions. So, yeah, for me, you know, Zlatan said it when he went to Italy after Ajax. The coach told him, and I think it was the Juve coach. I don't remember his name. Anyway, he told him, yeah, just go work on your finishing after practice for an hour every day. I mean, he needs to know that that is what he's going to be judged on, and he should be, especially in the Eredivisie, he should be making 1 or 2 goals in a match. You know, I mean, yesterday, it wasn't just small chances. We're talking about huge chances, 2 shots in one moment that are both just directed at the keeper, like straight to the keeper, not even in a corner. And the other one is not even between the posts.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You know, it's not even between the posts. So what can you talk about? Like, Tadic would have had an assist with that one. You know, if you're not going to be clinical, take him off. Put Tadic there so other people can score with the link-up play. Other people will get open. Tadic can get open. Anthony can get open. You can put Darami next to Tadic, get more speed in there. More people running into the back line, you know?
Yeah.
And create more space for yourself. But now it's too lethargic, I would say.
Okay, that's also sensible points. What about you, Hamza?
For me, it's the same. I think Ajax needs too many chances to score. It's strange to say because if you see the average goals that they make, you think they're scoring a lot, but they like the chances are double as much. So they're not like shots from outside the box or something like that. It's also always inside the box. And Haller misses a lot of chances, but not only Haller, also other players, midfielders, the right and left wing, also miss a lot of chances. So that's the clinical part. I definitely agree with that. Also, I think Ajax need a new goalkeeper.
Good point.
I'm not okay with the goalkeeper Pasveer. He's not bad. It's like but he's not for Ajax. He will not win matches for you. The goal yesterday, I think Onana would hold that ball, save that shot. I think you never know, but
no, it took him a while to get off his ground. No.
Yeah, and yes, but
that's an understatement, Papi.
Yes, but it's the same. I don't know if you remember. It was like the goal against with Sporting that get cancelled, the header.
Yeah.
If you see him diving, it's not flying anymore. It's not jumping anymore. It's I don't know. It's too it's.
He has the explosiveness.
Yeah, that's the thing I would like to say. And I think Ajax. I know it's really hard, but I think Onana has to be the keeper. although he will not extend his contract, and I know his role in this is not very good, because if a club pays your salary, you get caught with something. I don't know if it's on purpose or not. I don't care, but the club pay his salary. I think you should extend your contract with that club. But the Champions League is the most important thing. I think if you don't come with Onana in the Champions League, after this group phase, you will get really big troubles, because you got top strikers at City, top strikers at Madrid, at Liverpool. Yeah, the Pasveer doesn't win matches for you, and Onana does.
Okay, just I want to interject here. What about just giving Horter a chance from this season?
Yeah, that's an option, but not for the Champions League. I think maybe
No,
you can
he's
try.
not there yet. I mean, just throw him for like give him the chance, and next
So
year.
yes, yes. I was thinking of that. Why don't you try him in the Eredivisie? Check him out if he can. He can level.
I mean,
Yes.
Onana was also young when he started at Ajax.
Yeah,
so-
that's why. That's why. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And additionally, we will have to deal with the great striker the coming matchups in the Champions League, because Haaland is a beast. So
Yeah.
we would see how he copes with it. Pasveer,
Yeah.
maybe Stekelenburg is back. I don't know. I don't know if Stekelenburg will still be first goalie, because Pasveer played a lot.
Yes.
So one additional question though, Hamza, you told that we are less clinical. Yeah, we score a lot of goals, but we also create a lot of chances. I want to know from you, is this the downfall we have for the style Ajax always plays, the Ajax style? Because if you look at opponents who are used to drop back and play different kind of football, they know they only get 1 or 2 chances during a match, and they have to make those chances. So they have to be clinical in those chances, while Ajax usually has a lot of ball possession, and also they know, the squad knows in normal matches we get a lot of chances. So maybe they are less sharp when they are in front of the goal, because they know there will come another one.
That's I agree with that. In normal matches, like you said, it's no problem. You get 10 chances, you score 2 is no problem. You score 3 is no problem. But if you play later at the next stage of the Champions League to top clubs, you will not get 10 chances. You will not get 3, maybe. You get maybe 1 or 2. And if Haller get the chances, I don't know if he will make it. That's the thing.
Hamza, the only thing I want to say there is, usually when we play in the Eredivisie, we're the top dog, right?
Yeah, that's why. Yes.
The other clubs really go into a defensive mode if they're capable of doing that. Say it like that, okay? It's like Utrecht did yesterday.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, we're not top dog. So usually we get more space, and you see what happens when Ajax gets space. It becomes a play field, and then it becomes easier to score as well. Showcasing like what happened at Sporting. It becomes easier for Ajax in the Champions League. It's very weird to say, but the more space they get, the easier they score.
I don't know if that's the case, because I think Sporting is a very good team, but not top of Europe.
No.
I agree with you. Like, if you play a better team, you will get more space because they want to attack. Not like usually the clubs in the Eredivisie, but against a top team with top defenders, with fast defenders, like the defenders that Liverpool has, like the other top teams have. I don't think you will get a lot of chances. I really don't think that. Although you get space, but the defenders are much better. That's why I'm looking forward to the game against Dortmund.
Yeah,
that is the game that we can see. Is it just Ajax that is that good, or is it was Sporting a little bit less or something like that? No.
But you know, I was like, I would say about Dortmund, I don't see them as a top club either. I think they're equally matched to Ajax.
Yeah.
I think they have defensively, they're weak compared to their attack. So it can go either way.
Yeah.
Ajax could score a lot. they could score a lot with Haaland being a big boss and Reus putting up stats like it's nothing. But I do not see them as the top. I would say top is Bayern Munich in Germany, City, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, maybe.
Yeah, last years, yes, but
They
also
lost
took time
against
to gel
Rennes
together.
yesterday, but I mean, those are the big clubs you have to match yourself with. Do you want to win the Champions League? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
For me, there's only one team. There are a few in England, of course, but there's one team that when they're on fire, I just don't want to match, and that's Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just.
I don't like Chelsea either, by the way. Good.
No, but Bayern when they're on fire, they're something else. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have to agree on that.